always loved Egon Schiele's work, and for that reason have decided to pick one of his works as the topic for my voice thread. Schiele was born in 1890 in Lower Austria. His father, Adolf Schiele, was the station master of one of the Austrian state railways. As a child, Schiele was fascinated by trains and would spend many hours drawing them to the point where his father became very frustrated. At 11 years old, Schiele moved to the city of Krems to attend secondary school. To his peers, Schiele was regarded as a strange kid, shy and reserved, and he did poorly in school except for in sports and in art. At 15 years old, Schiele's father died from syphilis, and he was taken under the care of his maternal uncle, Leopold, who was also a railway official. Although Leopold wanted Schiele to follow in his footsteps, and was dissatisfied with his lack of interest in academia, he understood that Schiele had a talent for drawing, and allowed him a tutor. In 1906, Schiele applied to the School of Arts and Crafts in Vienna, where Gustav Klimt had also once studied. Within his first year, Schiele was sent to the more serious Academy der Bildenden Kunst in Vienna in 1906. He quickly left within a few years because he was displeased with the very conservative and strict style that Schiele and his fellow students were expected to adhere to. In 1907, Schiele sought out Gustav Klimt, who took a particular interest in the young Schiele. Because of his mentorship, Schiele's earliest works between 1907 and 1909 contain strong similarities with those of Klimt. Schiele left the Art Academy in 1909 after completing his third year and founded the New Art Group with a number of other students. Free from the Academy's constraints, Schiele began to explore not only the human form, but also sexuality. His new eroticism included elongations, deformities, and openness. His self-portraits had the unique pairing of both emotional and sexual honesty. The use of disfigurement in contrast to conventional beauty standards set Schiele's work apart from the art of the time. Schiele began experimenting with nudes and became known for depicting emaciated, oddly colored people who were very strongly sexually charged. This style went against strict academia and created an uproar among intellectuals and progressives alike. At the time, many found the graphic nature of his works troubling. Arguably a narcissist, Schiele was a prolific producer of self-portraits. In Self-Portrait with Arm Twisted Above Head, on display at the New Gallery in New York, Schiele depicts himself as emaciated and fanatical, an iconic representation of the tortured artist. The anguish in this piece is so palpable you can almost taste it. The portrait shows off Schiele's skill at drawing anatomy in an expressionist style. The protruding bones and wispy tufts of hair express how Schiele understood and felt about his body. He wasn't going for medical accuracy, but more for moodiness and raw energy. Fascinatingly, the body part that Schiele focuses on most in many of his portraits is the hands. He calls attention to them by displaying them in weird poses or by leaving them out of a piece altogether, an interesting choice for someone who bears awe. Though Schiele's work is hauntingly beautiful, it does have a dark underbelly. As a child, Schiele's father was very watchful over Schiele, who he suspected had incestuous tendencies with his younger sister. As an adult, Schiele also had a young muse, Valerie Neural, with whom he shared an apartment with in Vienna. This studio operated as a meeting spot for the local teenage delinquents. Schiele was often accused of being inappropriate with these kids and was even arrested with charges of immorality, after which he spent 19 days in jail. Schiele died of the Spanish flu at the young age of 28 in 1918.